All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Alex Pereira spars Polyana Viana. Recently, a picture of Pereira with fellow UFC roster mate Polyana Viana has been circulating on social media. It looks like the two have become friends as Pereira has posted new sparring footage with the female strawweight fighter.
I'm not worried about the pressure. And then as I'm pulling up, the safety curve. Of course. Yep. That's why we keep that pressure. Depending on that head. Right here. Hold right till I come up. So a guy's not going to do it. So you have to start working out. I have to work out the circle your phone. And I'm also using my circling too. I'm circling hard, trying to get you to remember to push the finger. Okay, you're circling at a
Jamahal Hill responds to fan backlash of UFC 300 main event booking. On Saturday after UFC 298, Dana White announced that Pereira would be defending his light heavyweight title against Hill in the main event of UFC 300 on April 13th. White has previously promised that UFC 300 will have a historic card from top to bottom, yet some fans feel like the main event is a bit of a disappointment. Speaking in a recent YouTube video, Hill said he doesn't understand the outrage that followed the official announcement because the card is loaded with top tier matchups and defended Dana from critics.
It's been a lot of outrage, a lot of disappointment and things like that. And to be honest, it's crazy to me because for the most part, like people, a lot of these people are the same people that have spent the better part of, I don't know, a year, however long, trying to calling me a crybaby, but it's crazy to see how a card can be stacked and people are crying. Like let's really be real. It's really crying because you had unreal expectations for something. Now, granted, I think Dana he did overstep with some of the comments that he made, but he had every intention on delivering on those comments. As you know, anybody who's followed the UFC for some time, whenever Dana tries to tell you he's trying to deliver something, he wouldn't talk like that if he wasn't trying to deliver like something that you people would feel is mind-blowing or otherworldly.
Demetrious Johnson gets honest on VOLKANOVSKI vs Topuria rematch. Speaking in a recent YouTube video, DJ said that he doesn't like Volk's chances at a rematch with Topuria, and if it goes down, there's a big chance that Volk would get knocked out again.
But the question is, does he do immediate rematch? Like for me, after listening to the press conference, VOLKANOVSKI was like, man, I was going to start adding more things to the fight. But when I sit here, if Ilya gets to the opportunity to touch you, you're going to sleep. So I don't know what other tool set he was going to bring to the fight to stop Ilya from getting to him. Right? Like if they do a rematch, all Ilya has to do is touch him. He has to run away from Ilya Topuria for 25 minutes. He's got to stay on that moon arc. He's got to keep on making Ilya guess to where Ilya doesn't really overextend. It's not like Alex VOLKANOVSKI has a range advantage. I don't think Alex VOLKANOVSKI's faster than him. I do think Alex VOLKANOVSKI does use more tools with the kicks and the push kicks or whatnot, but I truly feel like Ilya Topuria is a bad matchup for Alex VOLKANOVSKI because he doesn't get frustrated.
Dana White is back on a podcast. White recently hopped on a podcast with Howie Mandel, where after just 30 seconds in, Dana got up and left saying he's had enough podcasts and is not doing any more. Now, just 1 week later, Dana is back on another podcast. This time, White made an appearance on Games with Names, hosted by Julian Edelman.
I am so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm not doing any more podcasts. What's up, buddy?
Thanks for joining us, man.
No, thanks for having me.
Man, so Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio.
Tyron Woodley accuses Sean Strickland of lying. After Strickland gave Sneeko a brutal beatdown, Jake Paul slammed the UFC middleweight for sparring with an untrained individual and offered to fight him in Puerto Rico for $1 million. While Strickland appeared interested, he eventually dismissed the idea because of possible legal consequences from the UFC. In a recent episode of Real Right Quick, Woodley lambasted Strickland for lying and talked about how the UFC can't stop him from sparring with Paul.
Jake Paul offered him $1 million.
Why the f you ask Hunter?
So Sean Strickland went to Hunter, who's
you ask your daddy if you can fight.
UFC.
You don't have to ask nobody if you can fight.
And Hunter Campbell told Sean Strickland no.
Legally, they cannot stop him from sparring Jake Paul.
Really?
Jake Paul said he wanted to spar him the same way Sneeko walked into the cage.
Yeah.
Now I want you to know he had to walk through security. He had to be signed in on the list. I know that. That's the apex. That's the apex. They let him come in there. He signed something to go in there and do that, right? So if he can do that, he can spar with anybody he wants to. You see all the time, you saw Nick Diaz sparring with Andre Ward. You think that was a great idea? No. Jake Paul didn't say, come and meet me in the arena and come and meet me in a sanctioned fight. He said, come to my gym. Nobody can stop him from doing that at all. Sean Strickland is a hoe for asking Hunter. He a hoe for beating that dude up like that.
Yeah.
And he could have just went and took the I would have never asked him, can I go and spar somebody for $1 million? I'd have been on the next fight to Puerto Rico.
Dana White shuts down rumors of an Adesanya vs Chimaev fight. On Tuesday afternoon, a photo went viral showing the Kingdom Arena website featuring Israel Adesanya vs Khamzat Chimaev as the main event of UFC Saudi Arabia. Many fans flooded to social media debating whether the announcement was legit. It was later revealed that the website was fake and that the real arena website does not have the UFC's June event on their schedule yet. Following the photo going viral, the UFC CEO took to his Instagram stories, shutting down the rumors and taking a shot at MMA media, writing, "Not happening, it was a fake post. All the MMA media that ran with it are the problem, absolute clowns." White also took shots at MMA Junkie specifically for reporting that Cejudo wasn't interviewed after UFC 298's loss because he quote-unquote already retired once, to which Dana responded writing, "More piece of shit clickbait. What I said was it was Merab's time for the mic. Huge win for him and Henry already retired. Media facepalm." Followed up with Yahoo Sports also ran the fake Izzy vs Khamzat fight. Yahoo Sports ran a fake story. Yahoo Sports. That's how bad this shit is right now. Insanity. Time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Instagram and was posted by Raw Power. The second place meme was found over on X and was posted by a user named OOCMMA. And the top picked meme was found over on Instagram and was posted by Beaver Smash TV. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.